Gary, not the way we would have wanted to have started the season, but what did you make of the overall performance?
I felt as though probably a performance of sort of two parts of the game. I felt as though first 60-ish minutes we just weren't quite playing with the same energy that we needed. We didn't quite have the relevant quality. I thought it was a bitty game. I thought it was a scrappy game. Both teams obviously have elements of being a little bit direct at times, and I think the game dictated that with the conditions. It certainly wasn't free-flowing for either team, I didn't feel. We make a mistake for their goal, which, unfortunately at this level, you get punished. We make the first save, of course, and then they end up scoring from the rebound. And then the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I thought we actually put them under a lot more pressure, played with a lot more composure, played with a lot more energy, a lot more quality, and actually got some really good balls into the box, created some good opportunities on goal. I think we've had about 18 shots to their 8 or 9, but one of theirs went in and 18 of ours didn't.
Yeah, I mean, their keeper made 2 or 3 really good saves, particularly the one with Jack right at the end. And one of those games, and another day, it could have been either way. It could have been a draw. It could have been anything. Yeah,
we spoke about it last season. I think ordinarily you'd expect us to maybe get on the end of one of those many set pieces or balls in the box. But what we can't do is we can't be completely reliant on that. We know that was a good strength of ours last season. This season we want to be a little bit better than that. Again, it's a hard game to judge. I think Portsmouth came and did a good job on us. I thought they came and defended the box well towards the end. Keepers made some big saves, and they've done just about enough to get the 3 points. Pleased with our reaction, like I said, pleased with the changes that we made. Certainly made us better, but I'd expect a little bit more in the opening parts of the game.
Does it give you a lot to look at and assess going into this game against Hull next Saturday and obviously the game on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I don't think one game necessarily changes any outlook for you. I think we just make sure we look at what we could have done a lot better. We look at moments that we did quite well and were quite encouraging. And then we wrap it up and look to the next game. And that's all you can do at this level, isn't it? You make sure that you go again. We make sure we're a little bit positive. Tuesday, of course, 1 or 2 people will have an opportunity just by nature of the cup game, by nature of the injuries that we got. I think that's more my concern at the moment, is the players that we have out and have unavailable, and the thinness of the squad in certain areas. And that's probably my concern going into this evening.
And just finally, we saw 2 of the new signings start today. Of course, I know you would have liked to see more out there, but the 2 that did start, Brodie and Will, they definitely showed what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, Will's come in late. Brodie's been in a little while. Brodie's shown what an excellent defender he is. Very, very mobile. Really tenacious. Good in the air. I think he performed well today. And I thought Will, it's a difficult game when you come in. I took a gamble to start him in some ways. I could have took the safer option of brought him in off the bench, but I actually thought he did a lot of good things. He fought, he held the ball up. We perhaps didn't get quite enough support for him in different ways. But yeah, I think he'd be pleased with his first game.
All right, thank you.
Will, a disappointing result in the end today. Just where do you think we fell short?
I don't think there was much in the game, if I'm honest with you. I think obviously the goal comes from a mistake, which happens in football. I think we bounced back from that okay, but it was just a game where I think we huffed and puffed, and did we create enough? I think we probably did get in their box 20, 30 times through the game. We just didn't find a way to get it in the back of the net. So it's definitely not a first game of the season where you start throwing all your toys out and panicking, but there's definitely things we can improve on.
And despite struggling in periods of the game, we obviously had quite a few new faces in the team who all gelled in. It looked like they'd been around the boys for last season or so. Just a word of moment, especially Brodie receiving man of the match.
No, I thought Brodie was brilliant, yeah, really good. I thought Will was a handful up top as well. I thought Stan as well was very good today. There's definitely positives we can take from that game. We are frustrated, disappointed in there with certain aspects of it, but you have to sometimes give credit to the opposition as well. Pompey made it tough. They played to the way that they want to make the game, and sticky pitch and second balls, but we have to stand up to that. It's not an excuse. It's just people have different ways of playing, and we found it hard at times to get control of the game. I think that's where we'll be disappointed, is how do we learn from that and get control of these games.
And speaking of bouncing back, and especially around the new signings, we've got such a busy squad now, and on Tuesday we're back here against Colchester in the Cup. Just how motivated do you think the team are to come back, do a proper performance?
Yeah, I think always, the way the season goes, you always have this game on the Tuesday or the Wednesday after the first game, and I think it comes at a really good time, because you have players that are disappointed they didn't start the first game of the season. Obviously everyone puts a big, you work for 3 months on getting into the team, and they might not play the first one, but then you have an opportunity in the second one. And likewise, I think the manager will probably be happy because it's the chance that he gets to work on things going into a competitive game, and it's also a chance to try and build some momentum and win a football match. So, yeah, I think it actually comes at quite a good time. Yeah, we'll be looking to rectify a few things, but like I say, we can't start overreacting too much to today. I don't think it was that poor. It just needed a little bit more control.
Perfect, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries.